I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Consider it done, Elder.
Very good. Very good. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Dr. Lee is about
Pull yourself together and get up onto that platform. Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if... Looks like we have a winner! RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are Unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Oh, goddamn them. So many years stolen.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards, they took...
What's going on?
Uh-huh. I'll kill them for this. All of them.
I don't know you.
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's response, he's a prototype. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name?
Father is my...
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that you have traveled very... It's good to finally meet you.
Right.
I am your son.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of... But then you learned. Is it really so? And here...
Hell of a story.
I'm glad you... At that time, the sign... So they...
Yeah, you lost me.
You don't see the Institute. Plenty of that, even in their attempts to But then I was exact... I am the...
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature.
Sure.
Institute Tech. He never failed. I won't lie. What else can...
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been? For many years.
Right.
With old... But... What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am
But director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. I've lived my... Ultimately, just... I know there's more for us to discuss. The Institute is on... I've been a part. And now...
I won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute... You've been...
Your Institute has done some horrible things.
Yes, well, what about the Brotherhood of Steel? They believe they're the only ones fit to control technology and destroy anyone who opposes them. And you would side with them. None have any true claim to nobility in this world. Those days are gone. But we are not the monsters we have been cast as. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've... We really do have... Will you take that chance?
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had certainly hoped we could work together. But every man must make his own decisions. If you choose to leave, I cannot force you to stay. Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the relay, where you will be sent back to the surface. But from that point, you must be considered hostile. I am sorry. I must think first of the safety of the Institute. And in the cruel world that has developed, those who are not with us are against us. The elevator will return you to the relay.
Can't pick this.
Contact detected, possibly.
categorically handled. Commencing volcanic value. Statistically speaking, survival is improbable. Any hostile life form.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in... Speaking, I'm dying to...
So we were just shooting in the dark?
It was the best. Before we... I'm sure the after that. In the meantime, good luck now.
Technological abominations need to be stopped at any cost.
Feeling the Commonwealth looks bad. You should see the Captain Police.
Charging into a situation, guns blazing, is a good way to get yourself killed.
Answer, Captain Kells has informed me that the Institute's on high alert, and you're to blame. Explain yourself, Knight.
The Institute is the enemy. I was simply doing my duty.
Your duty is to follow my orders to the letter, Knight.
I stand by my actions, sir.
Do you? Well, if nothing else, you have the courage to stand your ground. That doesn't absolve you from your mistake. But let's just say you've earned back some of my respect. Fortunately, this incident doesn't change our current strategy. We have a contingency plan that's already being put into effect that should ensure completion of our special project. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. And Knight, don't disappoint me again. Dismissed.
Attention all personnel. This is to serve as a reminder. Scribe Naraya's mole rat subjects are not pets. They are crucial military resources. As such, they are not to be fed by any personnel save Scribe Naraya and her team. Any violation of this policy will result in severe discipline.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen.
Right.
Your mission is simple. Once you're inside if you find out that she's still alive,
sure,
there's a special...
What's this project that needs her attention?
Sorry, that information is... Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware. Just keep your... Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Uh-huh. Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto. The device doesn't work from over there. You have to be on the platform. Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code
if any
now.
harm comes to it,
wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean. It's me.
Father.
Yes. It's me. Your dad.
What's going on?
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean.
I don't know.
Please, Sean. I'm your...
Father?
Uh-huh.
Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code... Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. He's a... Let's start...
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know.
I'll make this very simple.
He's here, but you have it's good to I am.
It's really you.
Yes. In the... But then, is it really?
Right.
And here I...
It wasn't right.
To you, that at that time, signed, so they followed the...
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. The Institute endeavored to... Plenty of that was available, even in their... But then the Institute... I was I am the...
Sure. Sean.
It really... I know you...
I don't want to hear any more right now.
Very well. The Institute. I've been a part. And now...
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. There is much...
I don't know about all that.
Don't worry. You'll see. The Institute is now... You want to...
Right.
And final...
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as
I've heard stories. The surface sure sounds...
You're here. Glad you made it.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
All systems nominal. I will be happy
been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing
Doctor.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
I'm new around here.
You must... Father may have given you the key, so why don't you...
Uh-huh. What are you working on?
There's no getting rid of it. You're obviously here for...
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brother. Even though Lions... That's why I came to the Institute.
Right.
Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
You're wasting your... The Brotherhood desired my... I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
I was just told to get you to come back.
The Brotherhood wants me back, and the best they can do is send a robot that does nothing but follow orders. Sorry, but you're going to have to do a lot better than that.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access in case the significance is lost on... If nothing else, Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs...
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Hello. Please ensure that your dietary requirements are being filled.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Remember, unnecessary power consumption to a minimum.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel
Operating at full capacity.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
Maybe I should take some courses with me.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Please.
enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Mom? My methods get results. This time as well. You'll see.
Carry on, sir.
Subject identified. report, sir. Reporting status. All functions normal. Detected. Greetings, sir. Scanning. Subject identified.
Got it.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Took you long enough to find that evidence. Let me see what you've got.
How do I know you'll honor our agreement?
I never promised I'd... You're just... If the... Now...
Here you go.
A holotape. This better...
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the Coursers can find me.
They lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
Now you know that Father is a liar. He doesn't deserve to have you here.
And I'll never forgive him for it. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you, that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
No, I can't talk about that.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Power armor is effective, sure, but it's hardly efficient.
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
All systems nominal.
Hello.
All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
The Directorate should take the synth
Hi,
escapes
Doc.
more seriously.
So, here you are. Despite your... I'm sure you...
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, our primary
Sure. Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not as to our main coursers, they are highly... What I gather... In fact...
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get...
I'm good for now, thanks.
Very well.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Doctor, I can't...
Uh-huh. I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, as the name implies, our most... To that end, we've even started to explore... You probably saw the...
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work, I'm sure...
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science, our project, from what I've... In any case...
Sure. I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Another good one. Another good one from, You're listening to, Diamond City Radio. If you're listening at all. Next is Bob Crosby, who is definitely my top 5 Crosbys. Singing way back home.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Excuse me, Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. When Father told us about... If you don't mind...
Don't make excuses. You're clearly...
What makes you ask?
I suppose when I heard your story, you've suffered more. I'm sorry. Now, as you might guess, we keep the Institute's... We maintain... There's a lot of... The work we do. So...
I'm just looking around.
I see. If there's anything...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute first.
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible.
I'm glad you... Ultimately, unfortunately, as remarkable as us, the superiors...
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean, that as you're a rogue, his memory is under his leadership. I've dispatched...
It might not want to talk. It would be safer just to kill it.
That would be a terrible waste, if at all possible. Now you should...
Commonwealth's in danger.
Elder Maxon.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
You got a new assignment.
Yeah, research.
Babysitting field scribe.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece.
Right. You didn't expect me to survive the trip?
A device like the signal intercept. I was hoping you'd make it, but speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help us crush the Institute.
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us first. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
Huh. I wish I had your confidence. Because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's gonna take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
I assume you can fix that?
I wish it was that simple. If this happened to one of... as much... Luckily, she was on...
Right.
I've already... If you could get her down here to lend a hand with it...
Well, I'm glad to see the...
The interceptor worked.
Amazing.
Got it right here.
That's it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
That's good.
It is. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
It'll work.
I hope so. I'm going to rest in any event.
Virgil?
We just have to wait.